All right, guys, review number 4. We got Baby Driver. My buddy Rob told me I should watch this film if I hadn't already, and joke's on him, I did already, and I would gladly watch it again. So that's what I did. Came out in 2017. It's rated R. It's an hour and 53 minutes. As you can see, the cast, we have Ansel Elgort as Baby. We have John Berthney as Griff. We have John Hamm as Buddy. We have Isa Gonzalez as Darling. We have Lily James as Deborah. We have Kevin Spacey as Doc. We also have Jamie Foxx in this. I'm not even gonna say his name because it's one of the the stupidest character name. When you hear it, hopefully you'll agree. But anyway, so the whole film is centered around Baby. He is a wheelman, one of the best wheelmen, that they could find, basically. However, he's only as good as the soundtrack that he plays. Now, with that being said, there's so much good music in this. They give it, you give a little. We are given a little backstory as to how he became a fan of music so much. Really definitely helps drive this film. So in the opening scene, he's doing a job with Griff and Buddy and Darling, and we find out that excuse me, he is kind of in debt to Doc, because Baby ends up breaking into Doc's house, stealing a lot of stuff. No, sorry, not his house, his car. And it kind of takes off from there. Baby just wants to drive. He wants to pay off his debt. And he finally ends up paying it off. And then Doc explains, hey, just because you paid me off doesn't mean you're done working for me. Which, that should have been a kind of, thing you learn with crime. But anyway, along the lines, he falls in love with this waitress, Deborah, and he wants to, spend the rest of his life with her. But on this last job, everything gets screwy on his end. And he ends up being thrown into a situation that was ultimately a lose-lose for him. But the film was fun. The action scenes were spot on. The acting was good. The character was... There wasn't a character where, like they didn't belong there. Which that's one of the things I enjoy the most about films is characters are important. So if you're going to put them in the film, make sure that there's a reason why they're there. Everyone had a specific reason to be here in this film, and it kind of helped spin the whole thing, spin it into, honestly, a must-watch film. If you haven't watched this, I highly suggest you do. Just because the soundtrack alone, the way that Ansel is able to make you love Baby and hope that he gets out of this life of crime. It's absolutely insane. This film I could watch every day just because it's realistic. If you're put in a bad situation, you want to get out of it, you'll do whatever you can to get out of it. So, IMDb gave it a 7.5 out of 10. I give it a 5 out of 5 because, like I said, it's a great film. I highly suggest you check it out. If you are interested in watching it, it is on the Roku channel. So give it a watch. Let me know what you think.